Hello, my name is Tyler Maley, and I would like to talk to you about the condition of the drinking water in our beloved state of Arizona. The fact of the matter is that we are not doing enough to make sure that everyone has access to clean and safe drinking water. It is time for the federal government to step in and be responsible for making sure that our water and the water of the nation is clean now and stays clean for the generations to come. Now, I know what you may be thinking. You're concerned that if we let the federal government be responsible for water safety, it'll take away rights from the states and their citizens. This is obviously not something anybody wants. It is important to have checks and balances after all, and freedom is the cornerstone this country was built upon. It is also wrong to assume that giving the federal government more control over water safety will lead to states eventually not having any rights. It is important to note, however, that the states have so far been unsuccessful in keeping water safe for their citizens, even with how lax the federal government is in making sure its standards are met now. It doesn't sound to me like the actions taken so far are working very well. And the truth is that they are not working. The Natural Resources Defense Council, an organization comprised of lawyers, scientists, and environmental activists, reports that Arizona is ranked number 9 of the states with the most reported violations of the 2015 Safe Drinking Water Act. Michigan, the state in which the tragic Flint water crisis occurred, doesn't even make the top dozen. The worst part is the people most affected by the unsafe conditions of our water system don't have an alternative. The NRDC also reports that half of all water violations come from rural communities. The citizens in these communities cannot afford to buy the clean water they need to survive from a store. Lisa Gross, an environmental journalist for Scientific American, reports that the Environmental Protection Agency considers several cities of Tulare, California, our neighbor state, to be serious violators of federal drinking water standards. Low-income and impoverished citizens are hit the worst by our failing water system, and Arizona has a frighteningly high level of poverty. The current administration's actions will only make it worse. One of the goals of our president is to repeal the Clean Water Rule to remove regulations for the states and in turn businesses. But according to Ken Ruckow, professor of water resources at Duke University, the streams that this rule protects are connected to many of the water sources we draw our drinking water from, and pollution in one could lead to pollution in the other. If Arizonans don't want to worry about the water that is coming from their tap, it is important for the federal government to be able to actively do more to keep our water systems up to date and make sure the standards we hold our water to are high. Margie Kelly of the NRDC says that investing in improving infrastructure and enforcing the drinking water laws are solutions that will make a difference. It is time that the federal government is allowed to do this. Jamie Consuegra, a legislative director for the NRDC, says we can't play politics with our health or our children's future. Even so, if we are to solve these issues, it is up to the people of Arizona to vote for politicians that will work with the federal government to create and maintain water safety standards. It is up to us to call for the removal of corrupt politicians who care only about the profits of businesses and don't care about the health of citizens. It is up to us to make sure that our state meets the standards it should be held to, just as it should be up to our federal government to make sure that every Arizona citizen and United States citizen is able to drink safe water. So, next time the election season rolls around, just think, who is going to make sure that you never have to worry about what comes out of your tap?